Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman with Stardew Valley 1.5 Retired Slow Play Part number 6. And when we left off last time, it was day 22, spring year 1. We had gone to the mine. We didn't get very far and we went home completely exhausted. So we're going to wake up. It's a new day. Every day's a new day. And we can start over and do a few new things. So it is Tuesday, 23rd of spring, year 1. First thing we always do is check the weather report. And it looks like it's going to be clear and sunny tomorrow for the flower dance. We have another event. So we're going to a flower dance. That's going to be fun. Fortune teller tells us our luck for the day. And it says the spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed today. So this has to do with the luck that you have in things like the mine, on how difficult things are or how easy things are. So the first thing we do is we're going to check our mail. And Mayor Lewis just is telling us that we arrive between 9 and 2 if you're interested. And what happens is after an event like that, the day, when you're done with the event, the day is over. It's 10 p.m. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our crops watered. That's always the first thing we do until we get our water sprinklers, is to get our watering done. We don't want to mess that up. And we harvest a few things. So it looks like we got a few more turnips. We're trying to, I'm sorry, I keep saying turnips. I don't know why. We're parsnips. We're trying to get gold quality parsnips. As you can see right there, we have 9 regular and 2 gray starred quality, but we need gold quality for a bundle in the community center. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the community center, go back and watch the other videos. It explains kind of more or less what the community center is. It's a pretty good part of the game so far. In this part of the game, it's a big deal to work on the community center. As you can see, we have our chicken coop and we have a silo. And the silo will store hay, which your animals will use on either rainy days. Oh, we also pet Lucy. That's our little chicken. Says it's a baby. Babies don't produce eggs. Baby chickens don't produce eggs yet. But we want to make sure we pet our animals every single day, as it increases our relationship with them. Increasing the relationship will give you better quality items. Better quality items means more money, so that's always a good thing. So you want to make sure that those relationships are good with your pets and animals that you have. So right now we have just our kitty cat, and we've got our chicken, our Lucy. So what I decided to do is create a chest just for the going to the mines. So it will keep our weapons that we have. It will hold our, if we have any special armor that we have that's just for going to the mines. Right now, all we have is what we're wearing. It would also be holding the foods that we need to take with us to help our health and energy. So as you can see, I just stored my sword there, and I went ahead and so anyway, I want to make sure that this chest is only for going to the mine, and it will fill up. We'll have other weapons and rings and boots or whatever the case may be that we don't want to have and wear or carry with us all the time. So I just wanted to explain that's what I had decided to do. Because you can't have everything in one chest. Eventually, I will have a whole maze of all kinds of chests, and they'll be for all kinds of things. So for right now, I did want to set that chest up so that I whenever I need to grab my sword, it's in that place and I can see it. Clicking on the silo, I have 0 of 240 hay. So as you can see, there's no hay in it at this time. To get hay, you can use your scythe and go over and hit the grass. Now, I don't want to hit the grass that's right in front of the chicken coop, because for right now, I'm letting Lucy run around and there we go. Do you see that? I hit some of the grass there and it created hay. That hay automatically goes into the silo. And what my goal is at the end of the fall season, I want to make sure that I have enough hay in the silo to feed however many animals I have at that time for the entire season of winter. You may have noticed there is a door on the side of the coop there, right there by the person door. There's 17 hay. Do you see that? So as I was cutting the grass, it was putting in the hay. So when you go inside here, the little box right there had no hay before. I right click on it, in this case 4 times, and I walk over to the bench and I put the hay on there. Later on, when we can increase or expand our coops in our barn, you get an auto feeder that automatically pulls from your silo. But we can't afford that yet. That's a little bit later on down the road. But for now, we've put some hay in the silo and we've put it on the bench. And Lucy will only eat that hay if they can't get to the grass outside, or if there is no grass outside. So during the 3 seasons out of the year that we have that they can have grass, I always make sure that my animals have plenty of grass to eat and can eat outside. They will only eat the hay inside if it's raining or wintertime. So that's why I'm going to make a goal. However many animals we have, at the end of fall, I take it times 28, and then I make sure that I have enough hay stored away. And you can buy hay, but I kind of like making my own. Again, one of my main goals is to be a self-sufficient farm. And part of that is making sure that I have enough grass or hay to feed my animals with. Currently, we only have one, so that shouldn't be too difficult. So as I was coming into town, I noticed that there were some flowers there. A lot of people really like getting flowers as gifts. Most people like getting flowers as gifts. And so that's going to be something I'll be using a lot of. And I'm trying to make friends here with Marnie. Marnie's, I want to make friends with everybody. And the more you talk to them, the more more friendly they become. Their heart numbers will go up. And she's talking about the flower dance, and so everybody's excited about the flower dance. So because I really need to get more parsnips in, even though I'd rather have cauliflower because they make more money, I need to get the gold star parsnips. Those are very important. So I went ahead and I bought 30 new parsnip seeds. I sell the ones that I had to sell. I could either put them in the shipping bin, or I could come down here and sell them directly. And since I was coming here anyway, I thought, well, I might as well just take them. And I get the money immediately too, so that's kind of nice. And also, I want to stop by and I want to see Harvey if I can. And so we can pop into the back here and go back to Harvey's little office and say hi to him. Harvey is one of the single available people that you can marry, and I'm going to give him a flower as a gift, and he likes it well enough. It's not a loved gift. There's liked, loved, and hated. Let me say that backwards. Hated, liked, and loved gifts that you can give people, and it increases your relationship with them. And so the higher the more they like him, the more they love them, the more heart points you get. And so good old George is so grumpy all the time, and his wife Evelyn's now, behave yourself. I think that's so cute. He's a grumpy old man. So we didn't bring anything else to do anything else. I do have my hoe with me though, and hoes are for being able to dig up worm spots. Those are called artifact spots, and you can get all kinds of things. You can get everything from clay or stone to rare items that you need to take to Gunther to check out, and sometimes you get things you can sell. And we happen to see a horseradish there, so we're going to grab that real quick. Horseradishes can be used for to take into the mines with us for eating. So later on, there are going to be better things. We can make foods that help us better in the mine, but for now, this early in the game, it's okay to have things like horseradishes and daffodils, and if you want to take some parsnips or whatever, is fine, because that's the best I can do right now. So we want to plant those 30 seeds as soon as we can, because we need to get gold star parsnips for our community bundle. There's a quality, I think there's a quality bundle, and you have to have a specific item at gold star, 5 of them per season. So that particular bundle is going to take us a whole year, but I want to make sure I don't have to wait 2 years because I didn't plant all of the ones this year. So we're going to put down some basic fertilizer, and that's supposed to help with the quality a little bit. And as you can see, that bean, the green bean stalk is really in my way. And it's really difficult to figure out where to put that when you plant it, because it's there all year long and you can't walk, all season long, and you can't walk through it. So it's like, oh, I forgot to get my watering can. That's okay. And we're going to put some more up here. So just kind of putting them sparsely around. You can see I must have missed a watering one day on one, because there's one that's still there. And I've got 2 left, and that's no big deal. We'll just go ahead and stick them down here. Oops, already fertilized. And we're going to just go ahead and put them over here. Doesn't matter, really. I like to stay as organized as I can. Now we need to get a watering can and get all that watered. Put away our fertilizer, grab our watering can, and get everything watered. You can plant, again, you can, as soon as you plant them, you want to water them immediately so you don't forget, so they don't miss a day of watering. And it's also important to keep track of the days of the season. Right now we're on the 23rd day. There's only 28 days. So I need to look at that when I'm buying seeds, any seeds that I buy, to make sure that I have enough time to get them grown full and harvested. So if something says that it took 7 days to harvestable, I wouldn't be able to harvest it, because that's too long. That would take it to the 30th of the month, and there's only 28 days in the month. So got to keep track of that. It's very important to keep track of that. I wasn't sure if I'd watered the strawberries. I wanted to make sure I did, because I'm pretty sure that we're going to get another harvest of strawberries before the end of the season. So I wanted to double check that. As you can see, I have a little thing that's making these bars, these copper bars. It takes 5 copper ore and 1 coal to make 1 bar. And so I went ahead and put that back in there. Eventually, I'll have a chest just for my ores and the bars, because you get all different kinds of ores. And that's the reason why I'm going to separate it out. I also like to keep a place for my resources. This is a mismatch of resources and artifacts and other things that I want to keep. So I have, things are not organized like I want them to be organized at all. Not right now. But it will be soon. It's just, you got to start somewhere, right? And it just takes a while to get organized. And as you can see, I've got all my tools in my pack, because I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead and do some more clearing on my property. And I wanted to bump my energy up just a little bit. So I went ahead and ate a daffodil that I had. So again, I don't want to cut that grass, the grass down in front of the coop. I wanted to, I'm going to chop down some trees. We always need wood, and part of the beginning here, of the beginning of the game, you've got to clear your property anyway, so you might as well go ahead and chop down the trees and the stone and the weeds and all the things that are currently on your property. Later on, you can go other places, and they do replenish themselves, the trees and the grass and the rocks and stones and everything. But to start off with, clearing your property is a really good way to get those resources and utilize your energy. As you can see, if you haven't watched a video of this before, as I'm clearing the stones and the wood, the logs and everything, I'm getting resources. So I've got wood, acorns, sap, stone, and all those are things that we're going to need. So you need to hang on to that. Again, I'm going to at some point create a resource chest that has just the resources that I use for crafting. or doing whatever. There's a lot of things that you can craft here. And so as you can see, you get like just one piece of wood from the one log that was laying there, but you get quite a few from the trees. So let's check that out. What do we get? So 14, I'm sorry, 11, 12, 16. So I got 16 pieces of wood from one big tree. So as you can see, you're going to get quite a bit of wood if you clear your land. That building to the right there, that's going to be a greenhouse. And that's one of the items from the community center that you're going to be able to fix up after you do a number of bundles for that. And we'll get to that soon, I hope. Greenhouses are wonderful. You can plant anything in them any time of the year. In the wintertime, you can't plant or grow anything unless it's in a greenhouse. So the greenhouse becomes a very valuable resource to have. So that's really an exciting day when you finally get your greenhouse. And I think with the 1.5 version of Stardew Valley, that greenhouse can even be moved. Now, prior to that, it had to stay right there. So anyway, as you can see, my energy's down. It's getting a little bit late at night. So let's put away those resources that we have been gathering up and put them all away. These, the acorns and the maple that you end up getting, those are seeds from the trees. You also get pine cones. You can save those. And at some point, I will save some because you can plant trees where you want. You can put them in a specific area of your property. So you can eventually, design your own farm. It's going to look however you want. You can have pathways and walkways and all kinds of things. So it's really a really fun, relaxed game to play, and you can play it however you want. So for me, I'm just putting all my chests right out here, out of my way. But I haven't. But it's convenient for me right now. My water can wasn't all the way full, so I'm gonna come down here to my little pond on the standard farm. You got a nice little pond right there for convenience, and so it's pretty cool. Also, I had planted those shoots that make rice. I think it is. I don't remember. But if you put them by water, you don't have to water them. So that's pretty cool. So we sleep for the night, and you can see the only thing we popped in there was some of the tree seeds and stuff, and didn't get much for it, but that's okay. Now it's the 24th day of spring and the first year. And let's see what we got when we wake up this morning. So we got 3,500 gold. And let's check the weather for tomorrow. It's going to be sunny, so we're going to have to water our plants tomorrow. Fortune teller for today. Spirits are somewhat annoyed, so luck will not be on your side. Queen of Sauce's recipes. So if you missed one that said it was a rerun, and it said I already know how to make it, I like to check them every single day just in case I did miss it. So we have cauliflower that is harvestable today, so that's kind of exciting. And because they are worth so much. Let's check and see what we got with our parsnips. How are we doing with the ones that were ready? And no gold ones. Boo. And we're going to water our plants that are needing to be watered today. And get that all taken care of. I'm going to make sure we don't miss that. And it looks like we might have another harvestable parsnip up above there. So I'll make sure we grab that. And we water. Let's pick it. And it's not a gold star. Ah! It's like, come on already, but that's okay. We have 30 more growing, and surely out of the other 30 that we have growing, we hopefully will get the gold star ones that we need for that community bundle, and we'll figure out what's happening here. Make sure we get these strawberries watered, and come down here, refill our can. I like to do it as soon as before I put my can away, that way I don't forget. And look at all of this produce that we have to sell. How exciting is that? We should make a pretty penny on that, right? And checking to see. I try to keep this first year, I just try to keep one of everything. I'm not going to be able to keep enough to prevent me from purchasing seeds on year 2. Hopefully by year 3, I will be able to, I don't know why I'm going to it's like, I don't know why I didn't just go to town. I was trying to decide, what am I going to sell? What do I need? So usually by the time I get to by the beginning of year 3, hopefully I don't have to buy seeds anymore, which is a goal that I have. We're going to pet our lovely chicken. Hello there, Lucy. How you doing? We're going to pet our kitty cat. And we put some water in the bowl over there. And we're going to put our watering can away. Got a busy morning here. There is so much to do in Stardew Valley. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what you want to do. And what I end up doing usually is keeping a list of things that my goals, my next goals, what am I going to do next? And I wanted to double check if these things, and I had forgotten, and I wanted to double check that. You cannot fertilize things after you have planted them. So you need to fertilize the soil before you plant them. So I had a feeling that was the case, but I wanted to double check that, and I wanted to show you that you fertilize first and then you plant your seeds. I'm pretty sure that most of this, I think some of it I did get fertilized and some I didn't. In this case, the fertilizer there's different kinds. This was fertilizer that helps the quality. So one thing we need to do each morning is we need to go inside our coop. And look at that, we have an egg because our chicken is no longer a baby. Our Lucy is now a grown-up and is going to just start to produce eggs for us. What we can do with eggs is put them in a mayonnaise machine. And so what I'm going to do is go check the mayonnaise, things I need to make a mayonnaise machine. And as you can see, wood, stone, earth crystal, and copper bar, and I have all those things. So let's get that stuff out and make a mayonnaise machine. So you get the things that you need out of your storage before crafting. So remember I said that I was keeping those earth crystals for a reason. This is one of those reasons. So I've got everything I need to make the mayonnaise machine. Now I can click on it. When I click on it, it puts it in my cursor, and then I put the cursor in my inventory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the mayonnaise machine inside the coop. I'm going to put it off to right by the door, because when I walk in the door, right there is the mayonnaise machine. I'm also going to eventually have a lot more animals in here. I'll put a chest in here to keep the extras. So I put the egg, and you can see it is now processing the egg to make mayonnaise. And you can sell mayonnaise for a good amount, and you will see once we start having it. We hadn't had a message that popped up on our screen that said that the flower dance had started. So I've done everything that I can on my farm for now. If I left my farm in any direction, it's going to take me right to this dance. So that's okay. I knew that. And I don't have anything in my inventory because I don't need anything in my inventory. So we're going to go to the flower dance. And these events are really fun. And you can buy things. Usually Pierre has got a shop set up here, and you can buy different things. In this case, there's decorative items. A daffodil, I don't know why you'd want that. The only thing I thought about was the rare crow. And there's 8 different ones that you can buy and get in different places. And I thought about it, but at this point, we need money more than we need a 2,500 gold rare crow. We'll get them all eventually. I love to collect them. There's 8 different ones, but the 2,500 is just too pricey for us at this point. So we'll have to pick that one up next year. The other thing you can do is talk to everyone. So I'm going to run around and talk with each person, and it adds these points. You can't really see it here because I don't have mods added that tell me I'm a quarter of the way or whatever to a heart. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. You can ask different people to be your dance partner if they're single people. And so at this point, I just want to run around and talk to everyone to get that conversation point on there. And so it's an easy way to these events to run around and talk to everyone. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? So that's what I do. I think I started to talk about Harvey earlier. He's one of the single people that's available to be a spouse. And me being a senior and wearing glasses, and you can see that I made my Rhiannon avatar character to look a little bit like me. I mean, that doesn't obviously look like me, and I'm definitely not a farmer, but I am a senior. And the only real senior, if you look at all of the characters, I guess there's two. There's Marlon, who's the guy at the Adventure Guild, and Lewis. I guess there's three. There's Lewis and Linus. Those are the only seniors that you can see in the game. The rest are younger people and children. And the only marryable looking halfway senior is Harvey. Even though he's not really a senior, at least he doesn't ride skateboards and things like that. And that's great. If you're a 20-something person or younger playing this game, that's what you would be looking for, is a spouse that is, more in your age group. If you're a skateboarder, you might want to marry a skateboarder. I don't know. All I know is that, of the available single people that I would want to marry, Harvey is usually the one that I choose. And you'll notice I asked him to be my dance part and he turned me down. You have to have a certain level of friendship. So what I should have been doing is giving Harvey more and more gifts. And obviously not Elliot is going to dance with me. Nobody's going to dance with me. That is because I don't have high enough friendship. So I haven't really focused on that. As far as these as the villagers, you really need to work on those friendship levels. And you can see that Haley's got the most friendship level, and I think it's because I've run into her enough, and plus I think I gave her a birthday gift. You definitely want to give people birthday gifts on their birthdays if you can. It ups those relationships. So this particular year, I was also seeing who have I talked to today, and I hadn't talked to Mayru yet. And so, again, I was looking at seeing who have I missed, who have I not talked to. Haley was once one of those. And I could have danced with Haley if I had a higher relationship with her, but I didn't. So I've talked to everybody I can talk to. And now I'm going to talk to Lewis. And he says, should we start the dance? This first year of playing, I try to make sure that I go to all of the events. First off, it's the experience of going to these events. And secondly, sometimes there's rewards involved. And look at all these pretty girls dancing with their handsome fellas. And look at me standing off to the right. So anyway, this is kind of a cute cutscene. And I won't skip any of these events for this first year. I will put... in my descriptions, I'll put if you want to skip them, if you've seen them 100 times and you don't care to see them again, that way you don't have to watch it. And so that's fun, time to go home. And after each of these events, you go home and it's 10 p.m. And so what I'm doing here is saying, while I'm not exhausted, I can go ahead and at least pop some more copper into my into my bar maker and get that cooking before I go to bed. And there's my kitty asleep on the bed. I like it that the kitty sleeps on my bed. And that ends 24 of spring. And look at that. We got 1931 for our produce. That's wonderful. Plus a couple flowers. So that got us some more gold, which we very much need. So right now we have 5,500 and a new achievement, it said. It's like, okay, where's my achievement? Where'd it go? I forget what those things are. There it is. My achievement was I've earned 15,000 total. Obviously, we've been spending it while we've been making it, but that's one of the achievements that you can have. Weather report for tomorrow. It's going to be sunny again tomorrow. Come on, give us a rainy day so we get a break. Spirits are neutral today, so you neither get help, no, you don't get hurt. And living off the land, our tips is telling us fruit trees. So eventually we will get fruit trees. At this point, they're very expensive, and we don't really have the money, but it's better save up, and that's true. They're expensive. Pierre carries the fruit trees, and we'll get them eventually. I know a lot of people plant them outside. They are beautiful, and do grow. I kind of like putting my fruit trees in my greenhouse because they can produce fruit all year long. They don't go dormant, especially at the beginning. Later on, I use them for decoration on my farm, but we are not even remotely close to being there. So, or even purchasing the fruit trees. We'll get there eventually. After a while, you start making a good amount of gold every single day, and so that's cool. And don't need to water the ground, but I do need to pick my strawberries. So I've got some more strawberries. So yay! That's a good thing. Eventually, I will have lots of strawberries, and you can use it to make strawberry wine and to make strawberry jam. And we'll eventually be able to make the items that let us do that. Part of our morning chores is to fill up the kitty's water bowl. Always want to make sure that we fill the kitty's water bowl if it's not raining. And we've got a mayonnaise, and I couldn't get past that egg. It was right there. It's like, okay, wait, how do I get it? What I had to do basically was stand where I couldn't even see it and then click on it. So it was like, why did you have to lay your egg right there? So anyway, I went ahead and put the next egg right back into the mayonnaise maker. And we want to make sure that we pet our chicken, which is around here somewhere. Lucy, where are you, Lucy? Lucy's usually running around eating the grass. Since we don't have a fenced-in area, they can pretty well wander anywhere. Eventually, there we got a half a heart with Lucy, so that's wonderful. The happier we make them, the happier they are, and the better stuff they give us, so that's good. So now we have all of our farm chores done for the day. We've watered everything we can water, and we've picked everything we can pick, and we've petted everything we can pet. I had ended up with that weird dagger that the last time I think that we went to the mine, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know, I think I need to sell that dagger. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the mine today. So as you saw, I grabbed the food that I've been saving that we can go to the mine with. I grabbed a dagger and a pickaxe. Really, to go to the mine, that's all you need is a pickaxe and some kind of a weapon. And, oh good, a leek. We've got a leek. And of course we got wormies and we don't have our hoe. It never fails. If I don't bring the hoe, I find the wormies. And if I do bring the hoe, they don't show up. And I was so excited that we picked up more leeks. So that gives us a lot more food. As you can see, it's only 9:20 in the morning. So I wanted to look at the price for the next building that we're going to be building, which is a barn. You can see there's lots of things you can build here. But let's look at the price of the barn and what we need for it. And come on, where is it? Where is it? I know it's there. 6,000. We need 6,000 for our barn plus the wood and stone. And so we need to keep that in mind. We're very close to having enough. The coops are for one type of animal and the barns are for another. And when we get our barn, the only thing we can buy for it is, ooh, more horseradish, yay. And let's say a quick hi to Linus. I like making friends with Linus. So we're going to talk to him. Does he like leeks? Oh, he likes them. So we had extra leek and we gave him one. So let's check our friendship with Linus. Yep, we got a heart there so far. And it says he likes daffodils and the leeks, so that's good. We're looking for gifts that we can give them that they like or love. Love is better, obviously, but most of them love things that we don't have access to in the game. So we're going to get our sword and see where we left off. We can go down to, we are automatically at level 30. We're going to try to make it at least to a level 35. And this is a pretty tough one because I can't see. It is so dark in here. And so basically what I'm doing is just banging away and trying to say, where's the stairs? Where's the stairs? I don't care what I'm getting. I don't care what I'm picking up. I don't like the creatures that are down here, and I'm just looking for stairs. So what happens is if you hit a rock and you can't walk forward, you can right click and it'll take you down the stairs. So I'm just clicking, 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 and trying to get as fast as I can to the stairs. Because I want to get down to the next level. Even though there's some good stuff here. I mean, there's copper down below and there's an earth crystal. It's like, I don't care. Oh, and we did get some iron ore. That's great. We need more iron ore. And I did finally, like, oh, good. Thank you. I'm so glad I made it to the next level. Now I need to make it 35 so I don't have to hit that level again. So that's what we got to do, is make it to 35. And we can do that. Right? It's like my energy's about half, so that's okay. What I was looking at, my inventory, I had a couple of horseradishes. I thought, well, if I eat them, then I'll have more space in my inventory. So it was nice that I had those extra, because that'll help us stay here a little bit longer if we need it. So it's like, okay, keep going. Let's go ahead and we'll get this copper. And it looks like there's a barrel here. And barrels, you want to hit them with your sword because it doesn't take energy. And you get all kinds of things from hitting barrels. It's like, why am I having trouble here? I think it's because there was something in my way. There was. See, I can't see. Barrels sometimes have food and other special items in them. So you do want to hit those barrels if you can. Right now, to me, going down to the first 40 levels is just a fast go through. And oh no, anytime you get this fog coming across here, that means you're getting ready to get bombarded with a whole bunch of creatures of some kind. And I don't know what they are at this point. I do know that I don't care. Right now it's bats. It looks like they're bats. Bats aren't horrible. I mean, they're not easy. I mean, they're easy. They're not horrible, but I'd rather get off the level. Let's get off the level. We're on a mission. So hit any crates or barrels that you find. My energy got down, so let's get that energy back up. And we brought the food, might as well eat it, right? So it helps to go ahead and keep your energy up, even though we don't have very far to go to get to our 30 to the next elevator level. But look here, we got this almost invisible little guy walking around. It's like, okay, who is that? What is he? And he's hurting me, so I'm gonna keep hitting him with my sword. And it's backing him up a little bit. Where'd he go? He's down below me now. It's like, oh, come on, dude, come into the light where I can see you. And now we're getting another infestation. No, we don't need that. We don't need that at all. It's like bats. They're just an annoyance. They take longer to get where I'm going, but it's not really using energy. And look, I got a bomb. That is a good thing. What you can use bombs for is you can put them in a central location where there's a bunch of rocks, set the bomb off, and it breaks all of the rocks. And this could be a nice quick way to get down certain levels. I'm like, get those bats, kill the bats, I want to use my bomb. I missed one too. It's like, oh no. So it's like, okay, what do we got here? Got some more copper ore. Really just want to find stairs. It's like, okay, my health is down a little bit from the attack that we were under. So I'm not using my bomb just yet. So we're on level 33, and it would really be nice if I could find the stairs like right away and get down to 34 and save my bomb for 35, which would be nice. And what was it that something hit me? Was it? Oh, it was a bat. Ugh. Bats. But bats give us coal, I think, sometimes, or bat wings. I think it's both sometimes. I think it's mostly bat wings, and we'll use those. Oh, we got two cave carrots. That's awesome. Still looking for the stairs, and no, not another infestation. It's like, we have been here way too long. We need to go. I don't want to be hanging out with these guys. These invisible things, or the bats. It's like, give us a break. We've only got 2 levels to go, and it's already 4:30. But we've got plenty of food on us. If we do it smart, we should be able to get down where we need to go. Just swing. I really do like the swords. because you can swing them like this. So it hits whatever in a radius that you're swinging at. That's my preferred weapon. There's other weapons. I'm sure other people have other reasons for liking them. I prefer the swords. Like, okay, I'm not paying attention. My health is in the orange. Not a good thing. So when you're battling like this, if you could get stepped just a little bit further away, then you can eat your food, grab your sword really quickly, and everything pauses when you're eating your food. You can save yourself. I'm thinking, come on, we can do this. I just need to find a stairs. Just give me a stair. Come on, stairs. I've been all the way around this area. It's like, it's random where the stairs are. So, you don't know for sure. And I think it changes. Oh, I got in the way of that thing and it hit me for health. And that's like, oh my goodness. Where's the stairs? I gotta be here somewhere. I don't want to hit every rock in the whole entire place to find the stairs. I'm just unlucky, I guess. And I do want to save my bomb for the next level if I can. Here comes a bat. Come on. Go away, bat. Can't you see I'm on a mission to get to level 35? We can make it. We can still make it if I could find the stairs. Ah, finally. Now all we did to do is get past level 34 to level 35. And we have no idea what this level is. It's kind of dark, but if we just keep going carefully, watching our health and energy, we should be able to make it. We've got food. We've got 2 cave carrots left. We got our first Omni geode. That's exciting. Geodes there's different kinds of geodes, and that's our first Omni geode. And as you might imagine, the higher up geodes give you better stuff. So hopefully we'll get better stuff. There's another one of those little invisible ghosty things. I don't even know what they are. But we've got him backed into a corner. And of course, as soon as I said that, he got further back from us. But we just keep swinging our sword, and he's gone now. It's like, okay, come on. Oh, what is it? Is that a bat? It's so dark, I can't even see when I'm trying to hit. It must be a bat, because it's flying past the stones. It's like, okay, let's get this copper. We've got to get... Oh, that ghosty guy is still up there. I thought I killed that guy. Either that or he's another one. You can see he's not hitting me at all. He's not hurting my health. So apparently I did good with that. Come on, where's my next level? Let's get our energy and health up a little bit with our cave carrot. Good. We're in the green on both. Oh, we got another geode. So currently our inventory is full. If we find anything different than what we currently have, then we're going to have to work on our inventory. But right now we're doing okay. Oh no! It's like, I didn't see you, you invisible thing, you. You didn't hurt me too terribly bad. And a bat. Oh, goodness, come on. It's already 9:20 at night. We had so much time when we got here, but because of these attacks, it slowed us down. And we're going to be alright, but goodness sakes. Where's the stairs? Show me the stairs. It's so hard to see. I mean, it's so dark, it's really hard to see how much more I've got to go. And there's like another ghosty guy. I don't know what those things are. I'll have to look it up. I forget what they're called. Ah, I think there's 2 of them? I thought there was 2. Yeah, there's 2 of them. Good heavens. We can get them. It's kind of good when they're right together like that, because it's easier to hit both of them at the same time. So each swing is hitting both of them. Ta-da! And there's stairs! Yes! And we made it to level 35. It's 10:30 at night. We're going home. I don't like being out this late. I want to go home with what I have in my pack and save my bomb for another day. So I was kind of glad we found the stairs as quickly as we did. That was a pretty good mine run. If you haven't watched any of my other episodes, I like to get at least 5 floors per trip. So we're on 35. That means we only have 5 levels down to hit. Our first goal was to get to the 40th level. So the next time we go, if luck is with us, we should be able to get down to level 45. And I think there's 100 total levels. I'm not sure. We'll find out. So it's like, okay, I have coal, I have copper. Let's go ahead and pop it in there. Get all my resources. It wouldn't let me because I didn't have room in my inventory. So it's okay. Let's put all this stuff away. Our resources that we've collected. It's like check, check, check. Check and double check. I only need 1 coal and 5 pieces of ore. So we'll keep this thing running and make us bars because we're going to need them for all kinds of things. And for our mine thing, we're going to put away our cave carrot and our sword and our bomb, which we'll use another time. And so we've got some so I pick up my water because I know I'm going to use that tomorrow. Let's check the weather again because I couldn't remember what it said. It's going to be sunny, so we do need to water tomorrow. And that's going to end day 25 of spring number 1. Oh, our combat level is up to number 2, and we can make life elixir. And our mining is up to level 3. So our skills are going up. You can go up to let's see what our strawberries. I'm going to see this real quick. Mayonnaise was 190 gold for a regular quality mayonnaise, and then the other money that we got was our strawberries that we sold. So we made 460. So not bad. Obviously, we want to get that up much higher, but we will get there eventually. So where we are on day 26, that we got some letter in the mail. And oh, our dad sent us another 500 gold. Oh my goodness, he must have known how badly we needed the money. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. So we are going to water our crops, and we're going to harvest what we can. And we got a big day ahead of us. We've got geodes to process, and I think we have enough gold that we might, that's a big might, purchase our next building. So eventually we got lots of buildings we're going to purchase, so we'll get them all. And we got a green bean we can harvest, so that's good. Getting the morning chores done, and we got a regular and a regular. Only regular parsnips. Come on. For real. So frustrating. That's okay. We got some days to, we got a whole bunch more planted. So we put away our watering can. We don't need it anymore today. Unless we plant more today. I don't think we can. I don't think we have time to plant more. And we got these 2 geodes. So whenever I'm going to town, I like to organize myself by what I'm doing. So we got the geodes together. We're going to sell our produce. And we always go to town with our hoe because you never know, right? And the fortune, I don't know if I checked our fortune. I don't think I did. Spirits are somewhat annoyed today. Wonderful. Can't you stay happy? I prefer you stay happy. And yeah, they are somewhat annoyed, but let's live on the edge, shall we? Water the kitty bowl. Always water the kitty bowl on days it doesn't rain. Pet the kitty, of course. To make our kitty happy. And let's go check our egg. And we got some more mayonnaise that we can pop in our shipping bin. It's like, yeah. Thank you, Lucy. Appreciate that. It's like, where's Lucy? There's Lucy. Hello, sweetie. And if you click on them once, it just makes a heart. But if you click on them twice, it tells you their heart level. And we have a half heart with Lucy so far. Again, that increases just by petting them. And if they're happy, meaning they've been fed somehow. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they are happier when they are outside. Here I'm organizing myself. I have 1 cave cricket and 1 bomb. Not too good, really, for being able to be in the mine, but I'm thinking, you know, we might be able to find something along the way. And I realize I have a hoe and not a pickaxe. It's like, oh my goodness, what in the heck am I doing? But that's okay. We'll get our situation straightened out here. I'm really excited about this Omni geode that we got and finding out what it really was. And let's check our task board real quick. Someone really wants a gold bar. We haven't found any gold yet, so we really can't take that quest at this time. It's okay to take quests that you don't think you can complete. It doesn't seem to hurt anything if you don't. But I saw no reason to put it on my task list because I don't have gold. I haven't found gold, and generally it's only a couple days that you have anyway. So let's find out what we got here. I'm gonna process the geode. Let's do the Omni one first. I'm so excited. And we got some marble. That's a new item we haven't seen before. So why don't we take that down and donate it to the museum. Remember, the more we donate to the museum, the sooner we get new rewards from Gunther. So, and sometimes it's really awesome stuff that we can get. So anyway, I'm kind of putting that kind of thing right there. We didn't get a reward for it, but that's okay. And say a quick hello to Penny. She always teaches the kids here at the museum. So that's kind of cute. That she like to say hi to her every time. I say hi to pretty much anybody if I've got the time. And I had the time there. I mean, it's like we're getting nowhere fast. It's like, okay. It's like, oh yeah, I do have a hoe. So go back and get the wormy thing, and we can use the clay. Clay is something that we'll need later on, but you know, as long as we're coming across it, let's go ahead and keep it. Thought I'd run in here real quick and say hello to Harvey. Love saying hello to Harvey. Plus, I've got a daffodil. And I like to talk to them first. I don't know if it makes a difference. I talk to them first so that it shows I've talked to them today, and then I give him his present. He says, thank you. So that's nice. As you create relationships with these different people, you're going to have interesting cutscenes that happen as a result of your relationship level. So it's kind of cool that happens. It's like, oh great, I got a wormy thing and it was a stone. Like I don't have any stone. What the heck? So it's really fun to come across the various cutscenes that happen as a result of your relationship that you have with whoever. So it's kind of cool. It's like, okay, let's get the pickaxe. Put away the flowers and let's take what we got and head on in. Who knows? I wasn't sure if my silo blocked my way, and it did, so I was checking it. That's okay. We can move it later if we want. Here in the beginning, this is the way I set up in the beginning, just for convenience and speed. I like having everything right there. It makes my day go so much faster if I've got my coop and my barn, and my silos don't matter so much because you don't ever really see them. And later on, I'll put them way out of my way on my farm because I'll have obviously more than one when you have a bunch of animals. The fully upgraded, oh good, found a leak. The fully upgraded barn, I believe, can hold 12 animals. And I can't remember if that's how many the coop has or not. Something else that I do is when I name my animals, I keep track of my named animals. And that is a direct result of a mistake that I made. I absolutely love goats, which we're going to get soon. By the way, we're down 35. I love goats, and I ended up with 2 goats with the same name one time. So I started keeping track of my animal names. So I use Microsoft OneNote for all of my gaming notes, and I have a a page in my gaming notebook of Stardew Valley, and then there's individual pages within that, and one of my pages of my animals. So I keep very close track of that. Because it's so frustrating. You can go back and rename them, which I learned as a result of accidentally finding out that I had a goat, 2 goats with the same name. Oh, good, getting some iron ore. That's great. We love the iron ore. So anyway, again, another dark place here. But anyway, that's how I keep track of my animals when you have so many. Because I usually end up with 2 barns and a coop, at least. And so that's a lot of names. That's like 36 animals. And I like to keep track just because I don't like to be redundant. I mean, Billy is a cute name for a goat, right? We just got down another level. We're on 38. So now we just need to get through 38 and 39 and we'll be on 40. And that was one of our tasks that we had on our menu, on our journal there. And this one had, there's these little carts right there. And I also noticed there's a little ghosty guy come around. I'm going to try to take care of him real quick. But there's these mine carts in various places inside the mine here. And if the very first time you see them, you click on them and they dump coal out on the ground. So that I want to make sure that I got to that. I almost went to it without noticing that I had this ghosty guy around, and I finally got rid of him. It's like, good. And he gave me, and I dump it over and got coal. So that's great. We need coal. That's what we use in our furnace to create our iron, our metal bars, the various kinds. So far we've got copper and iron are the 2 that we can make. So really trying to hurry and get what I need without having to fight too much. My energy is down pretty low. All I have is a cave carrot. So the longer I can go without, the better. And I got this weird little guy chasing after me. So we got to take care of him. He doesn't seem to be hurting me too much. Look at my health. He barely hit me right there. Oh, I was a bat. My inventory's full. So I got some things, I could eat a cave carrot. I could throw the wood away. I mean, there's different things you can do when your inventory is like this. I really don't want to spend the money to upgrade my backpack yet, but I'm getting really close to when I will be. All right, we're on 39. So we got one more level to get to 40. And, our inventory is completely full. We have 1 cave carrot for our energy. So I'm really trying to expend as little energy as I can to try to find the stairs. Like, oh, it's in the dark. And then I see something hitting me. I don't even know what it was. I can't see. Even rewatching this is like, what is it? How frustrating is that? So don't worry. Eventually, we're going to get one of these glow ring things. I think the first time I played this, there was a Christmas party where you get to exchange gifts. And I think the gift I got was a glow ring. I thought you always got really great gifts like that. Not the case. So I'm in the dark, stumbling around. My energy's low. And a bat. Ugh. It's like, really? You can do without that. Go away, bat. It's getting late. And I see that we've got, if you look down here, there's an unusual looking stone right there. And it had an emerald in it, but I couldn't pick it up because my inventory was full. Emeralds are a valuable gem, so right now it keeps telling me my inventory is full. I'm just trying to pick up those bat wings that are behind me there. I don't care about the bat wings right at this point. I just want to get down one more level, and I really want to get that emerald, if at all possible. And my energy is going, and all I have is a cave carrot. It's like, okay, what can I do? Well, if I eat the cave carrot standing next to the emerald, it popped into my backpack automatically, and I was happy. And then it's like, okay, let's put this bomb down here and get out of the way and see if it gets us our stairway. And it did not. Ugh. It did not. So that was a bummer. It's like, you don't know. I mean, I was trying to put it in a area that had a lot of stones, but it looks like we're going to have to hack along away here with no energy. Like, please don't make me come back. I don't want to come back. All we need is one more level, one more stair. That's all I need. That's all I need. And it looks like there's even more down below. Oh, I hate it when it's a really big one like that, especially when I'm on a mission to do one thing, and that is to get down a level. It's like, okay. It's random. The stairs are random. Oh, got some more, bunch of geodes. Ah, there's a thing. Okay, we'll kill you. You nasty thing. Come on now. And I do believe we found the stairs. Level 40. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh, and look. What do we got? A slingshot. Now, slingshots, I know a lot of people like them. I keep them because we need them later in late game. I'm throwing away my wood so I could get that slingshot in my inventory. So, anyway, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to hang on to it. I made that mistake one time of selling it and really don't. Oh, now we have a new quest. Reach the bottom. It's like, okay, really? So we're going to leave the mine. It's 8:50 at night. We've got a huge accomplishment. We've been trying to get to level 40 for quite a long time. And so I was very excited to see that. So that was a big accomplishment. Look at all the goodies that we got. We got geodes. We got one iron ore, some copper ore, bat wings. We got an emerald, which I think it's our first one. If it is, it's going to have to go to Gunther. Yeah, Gunther, for the first one of everything, it'll say that. You don't have to give them. If you need it for some other reason, you can use it and wait for the next one to come along. It's kind of up to you and what you're doing and what you need it for. I had nobody that asked me for an emerald, or I have no reason at all to not give it to them. So anyway, we're going to put away all the resources that we found and kind of take inventory here. It looks like we got a topaz, which I think we'd already given one to Gunther. If I hadn't, it would have said you need to show this to Gunther. But instead, it just tells me what it is. It's a topaz. So you can see that we've found a few gems. Eventually, I will create a test. It's called a mineral, actually. I'm going to create a chest just for the minerals. To keep one, or actually later on, right now I'll keep one of everything. Later on I'll keep 5 of everything just to have them in inventory. So went ahead and pop that into my storage shipping bin and kind of get set up for tomorrow to head to town. So get a good night's rest and see what we did. Oh, our foraging is up, and now we can make a charcoal kiln and create wild seeds. Oh, that's awesome. Made 300 on our shipping items, or 380 total on the shipping things that we ship, so that's great. Every penny matters. So now we're up to 6,800. That is great. And our weather for tomorrow is going to rain all day tomorrow. That's great. We don't have to water. Fortune teller for today. Let's see what we got. Spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed. Luck is not on your side. You know, it never fails on the days you really, 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 really want to go. And let's see if we're going to get any gold quality parsnips. Please let there be gold quality parsnips somewhere in this batch, because we are out of time. There's 1 more, 2 more. All right. So that gave us 2 more, and I don't even know how many we had already. So we'll have to check and see. So, again, it's the 27th. It's the next to the last day. Let's check. Oh, we do have 5. Fantastic. Now we have 5 gold star quality parsnips. That's great. So let's get our morning chores done really quick. It's still early in the morning. We can get our water done. We petted our kitty. We filled the water bowl. Go down here and give Lucy a little pet. Oh, hello, Lucy. Lucy's really happy today. That's great. We want to keep them happy. And let me see here. Put the watering can away because we don't need to take that with us. I'm so excited. It's like, okay, what do I need? Where am I going? What am I doing? What am I forgetting? And I thought, maybe I should water. I got so excited I forgot to water. So let's water real quick. We only got 3 plants to water, but we want to still water them anyway. So I can't remember how many strawberry we've harvested so far. And it's like, okay, I have 5 iron ore, so let's get that cooking and put away our copper. So that'll be our first iron ore bar. And you may or may not remember that iron ore is how we make our sprinklers. And I'm really hoping that we can get a bunch of iron ore and make a bunch of sprinklers. The basic sprinklers. There's many different ones that you can make as you progress in the game, but the very first basic ones, it's like liberation whenever you can finally not have to water anymore. It's like, yay! So that's what I'm shooting for, is to be able to do that. So I decided to go ahead and take the produce to town as opposed to sticking it in the shipping bin. Dust sprite. So the wizard wants us to kill a dust sprite. Okay, don't know what that is, but we'll find out. Double check. And today is Emily's birthday, and I missed Pierre's birthday. That's what happens when you don't check the calendar every day. And again, it matters because if you give them gifts on their birthdays, it increases your friendship level with them. But I very unwisely forgot Pierre's birthday. Oh, I hate that. But we'll make it up. We'll make it up. So we're going to run over here to Clint. We have to go to Clint, and we have to go to, where are we at? It's 8:40. We have to go see Clint, and we have to go see Pierre. So the 2 things that we need to do, and it opens in 20 minutes, which I don't know how long a minute. See there, now it's 9:50. Thought, you know what, let's check the trash cans. Every once in a while, you get something really good in these trash cans. And so you don't want to have anybody see you tapping on them, but go ahead and click them anyway. So we've got quite a few. We have 5 regular geodes, and we are going to talk to Clint and process these geodes and see what we can get. Oh, that's something new. We haven't had a gemberite yet. And I think we already have one of those orpiments. That may be new too. Neckite. I know people that are limestone. I know there's gemologists going, oh my gosh, she couldn't pronounce that any worse. And that's so true. I don't know how to say it right. But that's okay. I know what they are in this game and as it pertains to me. As it pertains to me, I got things that I can take to Gunther. And that's a good thing. Always a good thing. We can donate 1, 2, 3, 4 items today. Wow, that's a banner day. I think I'll put that down there. Again, I'll come back and I got a reward for that. And I got a reward for that. That's 2 new rewards. So I will come back later and reorganize these in a way that makes better sense to me and also helps me keep track. Collecting rewards. We got a starfruit seed. We also got a standing geode decoration. That's for our house. The starfruit seeds are very important, and we will talk about those later. So, it takes 13 days to mature, and you plant them in the summertime, which are summertime's coming up. Oh, hi, Harvey. I was just coming to say hi. How are you? How would you like a parsnip? Or anything? How about that? Oh, I've already given him 2 gifts this week. Oh, I can't give him anything. That's okay. I said hello to him. So you can only give him 2 gifts in a week. And so I guess I overdid my gifting for Harvey and my excitement. So let's go up here and see Pierre to sell our parsnips. We should get a pretty penny for them. Now remember, we don't want to sell the gold ones. So we go, look at that. Now we're up 7,400, 7,600. That's great. Now you notice I didn't buy any seeds today. That's because tomorrow is the last day of the season, and whatever we bought would be spring seeds, and we don't need that. So we will wait until we have to buy the summer seeds. So we're going to come on up to the community center and find where the quality crops bundle is. And I constantly forget what's where. It's just a matter of me not remembering. This up here is called the pantry, and that's the quality crops. Look at that, first try. So our next one up is going to be melon. So we need to remember that when we are planting our summer crops, that we need to get 5 gold quality melons. and that's a summer crop, which summer starts in 2 days. So we got some pretty good stuff to take back with us. Slay. Oh, we still got to kill a dust sprite. So I don't know. We'll see. I think the spirits were mildly annoyed today or whatever. Sometimes, it makes a, it makes a difference. I'm not sure how much of a difference. Sometimes it's like it's the best day to do something. So I just I look at it every time, and it does. I guess it would help. I guess it helped, but I don't know how much. I don't know what percentages. I've never looked it up. So we're going to put that ore away. We're going to put that away. And look at the standing geode thing. We'll figure out where that goes. Whoops. Oh, I'm going to sell that thing because I've already got at least one of those. Come back over here and it's like, did I put the seeds in there? And it's like, yes, I did. Not too bright. Put the seeds in the seed container. So now we've got some melon seeds, a starfruit seed, and some unknown seeds. So we'll have a little bit of a start on our next season, but we'll have to buy a lot. So I wanted to go back to the mine, and even though it's like, there's other things I could do, but I decided to go ahead and grab my pickaxe and my sword and head on up anyway. And that's why I grabbed the salmon berry and horseradish, and I have 1 cave carrot. That's all I have. You really shouldn't go to the mine with the no supplies. It's just not the best thing to do. So I came back up here, and I wanted to double check. Again, a barn is 6,000 gold, 350 wood, and 150 stone. And that's what you need to build your first barn, which is the bottom level. Like, okay, got it. So if I'm going to remember, it's questionable. Found another horseradish, so that's great. That's something that we definitely need to take with us. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 food items, and there was one off to the side, and I happened to see it. It's like, oh, why don't I grab that real quick? So that makes 5. That makes 5 different foods that will help our health and energy. So that's good. We already met on level 40, so now we get to go to level 41. We'll see if we can. Oh, look at that! The stairs is already there. Oh my gosh! But there's some stuff here that I want to get. It's like, what's this? Oh, it's topaz. Okay, we've had that before. But there's iron ore here. So it was worth to take a minute just to get that iron ore. So as you can see, I'm walking around the rocks that I don't need because I already have the stairs. But I wanted to get that iron ore. Okay, maybe these are dust sprites. I don't know. I don't know what these things are. I do know they're bouncy, and I know they hurt you if they get close to you. It's like, where did you come from? So I don't know how bad they hurt you. And these guys, it's like, okay, they're all in one place, so I should be able to hit all of them really quickly. But then they bounce out of the way. It's like, ugh. And then he bounced at me. I don't like them. So anyway, we need to find our way down so we're not hurt too terribly bad. Again, I do tend to check the rocks sometimes near, if I'm just trying to power my way through down levels, is occasionally you'll hit a stone and it will be right near the stairs. So I wanted to check that just in case. Again, it's random, but I thought, well, it's okay. And I picked up some iron ore there, so that was good. And so these blue slimes is what these are. And I think they're just tougher. I'm pretty sure the further down you go in the mine, the tougher they get. It's like, okay, I spy iron ore. So I'm going to go get that first. Just in case I get lucky. Now look at that. Wonderful. Now we got, does that say 8? I think we have 8 iron ore. That's great. It takes 5 to make an iron bar, and we need, I think to make the sprinklers, we need 1 iron and 1 copper bar to make the sprinklers. And so the more amounts of 5 that I can get, the better, because I definitely would love to start off the summer season with sprinklers as much as possible. We shall see. And I thought, you know what? Energy's down a little bit. Let's eat some of that food and clear up our energy, clear our inventory bar a little bit since we're pretty full here. And we found stairs. Awesome. We're on 43 now. There's a frozen tear. Is that our first one? I think it might be. I'm not sure. We will find out. So before then, we've got these bouncy things. Oh, it's like, oh my goodness. Ah, but I got lucky and I got stairs. Yay. So now we're on 44. So, and I really was looking for the iron, but really I'm trying to just get down a few levels. My energy's down a little bit, so let's eat up some food to make some room in our inventory because we're getting some stuff that we hadn't had before. So it's okay. It didn't seem to be anything after us right now. Energy's good. Health is all the way up. Oh, and we've got some bluish colored slimes, I guess. There's another frozen tear. And they get used for lots of things again, so I'll hang on to them. I know one has to go to Gunther, and that's okay. I mean, there's so much stuff that you can craft. I mean, again, I've mentioned before, this game is really what you want to make out of it. If you want to make it about crafting, I mean, there's tons and tons of resources. If you just simply want to farm and do nothing else, you can do that. Or you can not farm at all. There's just so many different things you can do. It's called a sandbox game. And that means, you know, you're kind of semi-directed, or you can ignore it all and do your own thing. And so that's one of the beauties of a game like this. And it's one of the reasons I just absolutely love Stardew Valley. I've played it for over 900 hours now. And, you know, just something my son happened to mention. You know, I would talk about him a lot. I'm so proud of him. He is a lead sound engineer for a large game company. And so we talk about games a lot. And when he comes across something that he thinks that I might like, he suggests it. And he suggested Stardew Valley and told me the background that there was a single guy, Concerned Ape, it created it by himself. And, oh good, now we're on 45. Yes! 720, our energy's gone. Let's leave the mine. Concerned Ape created this, and there's a great documentary that you can watch to learn about him and the development of the game and his life and what it took. And he is a single developer of this. He does it on his own. He does the updates on his own. And it's amazing what he has accomplished. He's just a genius. And, you know, this is not like a super high quality graphics game, but it's perfect for what it is. I mean, let's compare this to a similar game, Farmville. You know, I tell people that when I talk about this game is that it's like Farmville on steroids. And it totally is. Farmville, I mean, there was no relationships. You know, it was nothing. It was fun, and people were addicted to it. But it's like, all right, we have ourselves an iron bar. But it didn't have anything like this. There was no story involved. The frozen tear, yes, I was correct. That's our first frozen tear. So we need to make sure that Gunther gets that. Anyway, the guy does a fabulous job. He keeps it updated. Bugs are minimal. You can play this on just about every platform. I've got it on both PC and my, I have an iPad. I have it on my iPad. So if I want to travel and play this game, I can, which I've done before. And it just, I had fiddled around so long, it created look at that, 1 copper, 1 iron. I fiddled around so long, it made me an iron bar so that, okay, I'm going to go switch it out, or I'm going to, no, I know what it was. I was thinking I want to wait and try to wait it out. It was 8:40 at night, and it's like, I couldn't remember how long it took, and my patience was low. I was tired. I thought, oh, I don't know. It's like, I don't need to, I think I'll hang on to that. I really got to create a box for my minerals because they are getting out of control and taking too much of my general inventory. And then I noticed I had a geode. I had missed that before. It's really kind of funny when you look back. on it. When you look back at your gameplay, it's incredible what you see that you missed. Our weather tomorrow is going to rain all day tomorrow. We knew that, and I'm glad. But it's almost embarrassing to look back because I obviously am voiceovering this after the fact, and it's so embarrassing. It's like, how could I have missed that? But I do, and I'm sure if you did the same, you would too, or maybe you wouldn't. I don't know. It has something to do with being a senior. And pet the kitty, check the TV. Weather for tomorrow is going to be clear the next day. Fortune teller is for today. Spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed. Jeez. Queen of sauce is for recipes. Now we can make omelets, but we don't have a kitchen yet. So one of the things that we need to do is save up our money for a kit to expand our house. The first expansion as a kitchen. So what two whole plants do not need to be watered today. So it saved us from watering 2 whole plants. And it's like, okay, what do I need? I know we need to take the frozen tear to Gunther, and we have 1 geode to process. And I had the previous night I had put the iron ore. So we have 2 iron bars and 7 copper bars. Well, that means I can make a grand total of 2. Did you notice the water thing was full? I just wanted to mention that if the and I forgot to check my chicken yesterday. Oh my gosh, the coop, I forgot to check it. So I got an extra egg. I haven't decided what to do with it. So we give Lucy a pet, and since there is hay on her little bench right there, she will eat from that today because she can't go outside in the rain, or won't go outside in the rain. So we have our mayonnaise that we can put in the shipping crate. And again, Lewis comes at night and picks it up, and we'll find out how much we make from that. And start to leave, and I thought, wait a minute, what am I doing? I don't need a watering can at all. So let's get the hoe. Because you never know when you're going to find those wormy things. And we got daffodil sitting there. What else we got? Sometimes I also look behind these trees that are, because you can see that occasionally you'll find stuff back there. I just checked the 2, pick up that real quick on my way into town. I click off of it because I don't want to give things away by accident. Because if you got something in your hand and you talk to someone, it brings up the gift thing. I don't want to do that. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like, okay, I have an hour until things open up. I was thinking, well, it's been quite a while since we've been to the beach, so let's go to the beach. We'll be the only one there and see what we got to pick up. Since we got our hoe with us, if we find any wormy things, we can hit those. And I'm saying wormy things, they're actually worms, so hit the worm. What do you get? Oh, an ornamental fan. And Gunther wants it. Okay. So now we've got 2 things to take to Gunther today. So that's good news. So 2 things for Gunther, and I'll go to Clint first if I've got geodes, because he may give me something to take to Gunther, so it makes no sense to go to Gunther and then to Clint and back to Gunther. So process my 1 geode, and do we get anything? Oh, we got a earth crystal. That's okay. We may need that. So we're going to go down here and check in with Gunther real quick. I don't know if we get rewards. We just got some. Got 2 things today that we can donate to the museum. No rewards today, and that's okay. No problem. Rainy days. I love rainy days. I love rainy days in real life. And I found out that there's a term for people like me. It's called pluviophile, and a pluviophile is a person who feels peaceful and calm on rainy days. Cave carrot. Haley wants a cave carrot. Okay, I may find one. I think let's see, what's today? Today's the 28th, the last day of spring of year 1. So then I thought, you know what? I thought something there was something here that we could donate, and I wanted to check it. It seemed to me, I thought one of the things that you can donate, and I don't remember where it's at, was an egg. But they want a large brown, large white, and a duck, so I was wrong. That's what I was thinking. You get large eggs when your animal's relationship with you goes up more. So right now I'm getting the small eggs. So eventually and soon I should start getting large eggs. So I need to make a mental note to check that so that I be sure and bring an egg. But I'll check, I'm compulsively checking. So just looking at this real quick. Again, the boiler room is a newish one, and we do need a frozen tier for that. And also we need to bring a crystal, and then there's the other crystals too. So that's another thing we got donated. So it's very exciting when you start getting these bundles completed because you get some really good rewards for them. So, and it's very exciting. I think it adds something to the game. And also, I remember that the crab pot bundle would take items that got scavenged. So really, we've got 2 more things that we could scavenge. We've actually seen these before and putting them in our shipping bin. So those 2 items are easy to get. So I was very excited to see this. Okay, that's another a bundle that we could fairly easily get. So, again, each one gives you something really good, something needed. So, it's fun. It just adds it gives you some purpose. It gives you a focus, which again, you could ignore it if you want, or you can do it if you want. It's kind of up to you. So we're going to head back home. It's only 11:30. We're going to go back and see what we can do for the rest of our day here, which we've got quite a bit. And just keep our bars making, our furnace cooking. Because right now, we'll be able to make a third one. A third sprinkler, so that's good. So that right there gives us 3, and we have 1 more that's in the furnace, so that's going to be 4. That will be number 4. So I decided that what we're going to do is we're going to clear our more property, and this is in preparation for well, first off, I need wood. I need more wood, and I wanted to get the wood out of the way of in front of the coop. I wanted to chop these down, and if I can, I'm going to try to leave the smaller trees to grow, because if they become full trees, we get 16. Is it? I think it's 16 wood with 1 tree. Whereas the small trees they don't give you nearly that much. So I want to let them grow if I can, as long as they're not in the way of what I'm currently planning to do. Right now I'm just doing some clearing, but I am going to be making way for my barn that we're going to put up, and that'll be our next building that we make. And so it's kind of exciting to save and to plan and say, okay, what do I need next? I knew I needed more wood, definitely needed more wood for being able to purchase the barn, because you need wood. I think I need a wood, stone, and a whole bunch of gold, which I have the gold for it, no problem. So anyway, I had to clear things anyway, so it's like, do it right here, and I need the wood anyway, and so it was all a win-win situation. So very exciting to get onto this next part, and it's really fun that you can you can decide what you want. You can decide you can have all coops, or you can have all barns, or none. No animals. I like the animals. They are really a great way to make money, and plus they're fun, I think. But it's a great way to make money, and I really enjoyed the different. I've tried all different animals just to figure out which ones I like the best. That give me the products that I like the best. And so anyway, you can figure that out for yourself, but I'll just show you what I do. When you play, you can play however you want. So I'm looking here and thinking, okay, I've got a lot of a lot of hay that I need, a lot of grass where I could get hay. So I'm just kind of looking around saying, okay, where am I going to put this barn? Where do I want it? And the thing is, you can move them. Well, after you've built them, if you clear spots or whatever, and you say, well, I would rather have this or this, you can. It's no big deal. So once you keep in mind that you don't have to. Once you get them, they don't stay there forever. I guess is the long and short of it. So it's okay. Let's take a look here. And I've used the last bit of my iron ore. So look at how many do I have? It's like, okay, I think I have enough wood and stone to build my next building. And I have the money too, which I've been saving. So we're going to get rid of this stuff that we don't need and get the things that we do need to take to Robin. It's like, okay, how much did I need? So I kind of had to remind myself. And just for those of you who haven't watched other episodes of any of my games, is that I do have some short-term memory loss. And so I may tell you things more than once. In fact, I'm positive that I do. And that's just me not remembering. It's not a big deal and it's a manageable thing, but it can be frustrating. But just kind of ignore it if I said, she's told me that 20 times. Well, yeah. Either I meant to tell you 20 times or I didn't mean to tell you 20 times. I'll leave that for you to figure it out. So we've got the wood and stone that we need to take up to Robin to build our first barn. And so far, the only animals that we are able to purchase that are showing up on the menu when we go down to see Marnie is we could buy chickens for the coop and we can buy cow for the barn, which you'll see. That's the only ones available to us at the moment. And then I also remembered that I did not go in and check on my chicken, or actually I did check on my chicken. Did I check my chicken today? I don't know. I don't think I did. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I didn't do. But I do know that I needed to put that. Oh yeah, I'd already checked. That's right. I had checked in the morning and I had put the egg in there. And while I was out messing around, it's already 4:30 p.m. I forgot what time of day it was. While I was out messing around, that mayonnaise processed. So I was able to take that extra egg that I had and pop that in the mayonnaise maker. When you click on these scarecrows, it tells you how many crows they've scared off. So I think that's kind of an interesting statistic. What the wiki says is it helps you decide where you should put them, which I don't think that's a good way to figure it out, but whatever. I don't know. So let's see what we got. That it makes our fourth bar, our fourth iron bar. So with 4 iron bars and 4 copper bars, we can make 4 sprinklers. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we need. And so that is going to make our life so much easier. And as you progress, you're going to be able to make better ones. But these get you started, and it just saves so much time. So much time. Each of these basic sprinklers, you could plant 4 plants around them. And when we plant, when we get to planting in the summer, you'll be able to see how that works. And I was just looking here, what else can I make? I was looking at the speed grow fertilizer, which I need pine tar, which I don't have. And just looking at a few things here. We can make so much more than I've been showing you. I just haven't done a whole lot of crafting and I haven't focused on it. But we will get to that. But I did want to show you the sprinklers so that we can be prepared for summer, and the fertilizer, which we already have basic fertilizer, which is okay. Eventually, I'll be making much better fertilizer. Speed grow, I think it's what it's called. I had to think about it a second. We'll make speed grow. So at this time, it's 5:10 p.m. and there's really not much else we can do. My next thing that I want to do is to go see our carpenter Robin so she can make our barn, but it's too late in the day. So I've kept the things that we'll be using tomorrow. So I'm going to go see Robin tomorrow. I'm going to put the sprinklers down. So I'm kind of like, okay, getting myself organized. I'd love to keep these things, or I'm really obsessive. So I'm getting myself organized for the day. And we're going to end our day here. So thank you so much for following me along on this journey. I do hope that you will continue. I'll be posting new episodes regularly. And if you would like, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out when you do that. So hit that subscribe button there. And also, I have a Patreon account. So if you're able, I really would appreciate your support. And thank you again for watching. But the number one thing is please have a wonderful rest of your day.